location but is stopped by Angel, who informs him that Genesis and Hollander are in Modeloheim, working discreetly. Oh my god, I need to redo that. Zack proceeds to her location but is stopped by Angel, who informs him that Genesis and Hollander are in Modeloheim working discreetly. When Zack reaches the front door of the church, he is stopped by Sung to report to mission for Modeloheim. As our hero takes flight to the location, the chopper crashed down, leaving only a handful of men to carry out the mission. Zack is met with another soldier who is somehow able to keep up in the country terrain. Insert Cloud Strife. Zack and Cloud easily become bros on the spot. To describe Cloud, he is very shy, curious. Oh, I didn't redo that. Zack and Cloud easily become bros on the spot. To describe Cloud on his first encounter of mine playing this game, he's very shy, curious, and has a very low self-esteem, which is very different from when I've known him in the most recent games and other movies of thereafter. Cloud and Zack could not be any more different, and I feel their friendship surrounds this dynamic. Sung informs them that they're all only here to investigate and not risking the lives of others for close combat. While the crew infiltrates the compound, Zack runs into Genesis, threatening Hollander, while is requesting the Genova cells for his decaying body. Cloud attempts to apprehend Hollander with little to no success. Hollander confesses to Genesis he has no idea where the cells are kept. Hollander confesses to Genesis he has no idea where the cells are kept, which Genesis follows suit to see he is worthless to him. Cloud races for Hollander. Zack is left to deal with Genesis. After the defeat of Genesis, Zack sees Cloud running. Oh my god, let me redo this. Where am I at? Oh yeah. After the defeat of Genesis, Zack sees Cloud and Sung outside the door where Hollander is held up. Sung directs Zack to head in and is where he is met with his mentor. Angel knows. Okay. Angel, who knows about Genesis' defeat, feels it was his job to deal with them. Then suddenly states the reason for Zack to fight him was to prepare for the fight with Angel. Zack, who wishes not to battle with his mentor, avoids his attack when Angel makes an implied threat that he knows that someone is there waiting out for him. Forcing him to battle, Hollander makes the scene fulfilled with his creations. Forcing him to battle, Hollander makes the scene fulfilled of his creation that Angel's the perfect monster. It is revealed that Angel's mother took her own life as she was the experiment of the science department implanted with Genova cells. Genesis was implanted with the cells of Angel's mother, which turned out to be a failure. But since Angel was the son of her, his transformation was successful. Angel breaks the truth to Zack that it is all very true and he is the very enemy that he is sought out to destroy. As Angel summons all the copies nearby, he absorbs them all to create a mutation of monsters into one. Hollander attempts to steal a sample of Angel before the mutation takes place, but fails to do so. Zack then sees the final form of Angel and ensues battle with his mentor, his friend. Angel passes on his family's blade in honor of the dreams to his young protege, knowing the world will be safe in his hands. Angel's death to me felt like the end of the story. But to be completely honest, we're only halfway through the game. What is more to go through now that the main villain's gone? Until then, I'll meet you back up with the second part of my video for the summary of Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII.